Chapter 3. Vassal Urban Warfare.
Let's go and save.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession.
Oh, I should also mention that with the new weapons, we're not able to equip them just yet. We're going to need to wait until we get into the bunker. When that will happen once we meet up with the primary forces.
Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess.
Is that a real thing?
Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
So these are my new digs. Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now.
The funny thing is, like, you almost never see him out of the tank. From this point on, he's almost never out of the tank.
Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Bloodthirsty monster, you.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back? It's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Coleo what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle. King of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
God damn it, Japan. Stop it with rhinoceros beetles. Or beetles in general.
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking.
Busting my buns, baking my buns.
I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Come in.
Excuse me, ma'am. Galleon Militia Enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Malkiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am.
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am.
There you go.
What do you know?
First day of the job, and you get promoted.
Coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yeah. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other?
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science, and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way.
Isn't archaeology a type of science?
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today. But you still have time. Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgrease. They'll be your new home. So get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
You know, Welkin has a bandolier on him, and really, that doesn't do much. What do I want to do? Do I want to do R&D? Yeah, let's do squad barracks. Why not? See what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily an upgrade. It's kind of shitty, but if you notice, there's a lot of, it's a lot more power in these weapons. Especially versus peers. Armor you're never going to really use against them, so why not? Oh, right, I forgot. Ooh, aim C, or aim E. No, I mean, Alicia's really good, like extremely, extremely good at what she does. So she needs more accuracy than over anything else. Rosie will start seeing. We'll start seeing more of her, and same with Largo. But that's what I hate. It's like, yeah, cool. We got a cool little enemy weapon, but the problem is we're never gonna see it. You know what? On the positive side, let's actually go and look, see. Yeah, we're gonna exit the barracks and see maybe if we could research, train some people. In fact, actually, let's go and do training right now.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape. Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it?
Pretty much. Yeah, that's why we don't go and level up during combat or gain experience. It's all at the end.
Level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team? Go home! Alright. Now I'll show you lowlights how this whole thing actually works.
You know, it's funny that he should mention scouts, because they are pretty much the most overpowered everything.
Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go.
I already know which scout, or which scout. So these are the classes that we'll eventually get. Well, I mean, we've already have Scout, Shock Trooper. We just saw Rosie as that. Lancer, pretty much the anti-tank. Engineer, they're okay. They're not that great. And snipers, again, not really that great. But what we can do is level.
Bite the bullet! No pain, no gain!
We're gonna save actually most of our EXP, at the very least, to level up the scouts a couple.
Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human. You're better than this! Push those limits!
There's almost no reason to not go.
Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human.
You could, in theory, just... let's go and... you could really, in theory, just level Scout up only. And it's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Because they are literally the best. Once you max them out, they have the best everythings. You could, in theory, just kind of spread it all out, but snipers really suck.
That session beat a new potential out of the scouts.
There we go. Very much a good thing to have right now is undodgeable shots. Excuse me, please. It doesn't proc that often, but when it does, it's very nice to have, especially when there's a lot of other people that have innate dodging mechanics.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience. Oh, and there's one more thing to add. Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them.
Yep, just did that.
You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order. Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic, a real golden oldie.
Evade boost. Always good.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail. It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad. The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt. I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
So, with that, we've gained, the scouts have gained more damage reduction, health, and all that fun stuff, and actually better accuracy. Scouts are the main force in this game, I swear to God.
You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you? I knew it! Man, I've heard about you! That evacuation at Brule was just... wow! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today? We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank. Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
That's why we ask, you know, lieutenants, sergeants, and all that to chip in. We're not going to ask the government.
with rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in anytime and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
There are very key parts into fitting out the tank. What you really want to do is go for mobility. Let's see. Let's go see if we can change parts. I don't have any parts to change, so there's that. Blast suits, Edelweiss, uniform. Blast suits, I think, are completely optional. Edelweiss, treads and other. HP. Critical defense is almost... You almost never need critical defense as a tank. Sight upgrade, actually that might not be a bad idea. Reinforced barrel, reinforced armor. Ah, man, tank stuff is not cheap. And we want accuracy. There we go. Good tank is an accurate tank, and a fast tank too, but I'm not sure... Hand grenades. Do you believe...
All set for you, bro. It's done.
The uniforms are specifically for scouts, and which is nice. You see what I'm saying, though? Like, here, we get an accuracy boost for this. It's become stronger. It's better, actually, than the... Well, slightly worse than the Imperial weapon, but it's just better still. It's still better overall. Don't care, maybe. Not even gonna touch sniper rifles. Don't even talk to me about those.
Here you go, bro.
And there we go. I mean, we're not really going to be using the... Did I already do blast suits? Yes, I did. We're not going to be using a lot of the other guys that much. I feel so bad because it's true. There should be... Tread. Yeah, why not? If the tread goes down the shitter, it's real bad. We're not going to be using money for much of anything else outside of this, but...
Well, sir, was that helpful? We're working here around...
We're just going to try to keep our money specifically for scouts. As much as possible.
Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am...
Nobody likes you, Leon. Shut up. Command room. Book mode.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad. You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? This is the master list.
Basically, choose the people you want.
First off, their best asset is their that comes at the price. Next up, they offer well, think. After them, we have Lancers. Then,
I've already explained this.
changing gears, we have the Engineers. They can restock other.
Almost
They
useless.
can place sandbags for cover. Their actual combat skills. Lastly, we have the Snipers.
Snipers, again, almost completely useless.
That should go ahead and put a.
Okay, let me go and see here. Claustrophobic? Well, thankfully, there's not much in terms of... you know, small spaces. Metal allergy, that's not good at all. You're never going to be. You're almost never defending a camp. There's actually a couple. There we go. Shock Trooper Vice. Yes, he's getting admitted no matter what.
Let's go kick this war in the teeth.
Don't know. He is basically the main character of Skies of Arcadia. Oh, Edie. You gotta actually have Edie. She's actually really good, even though she's a bit panicky. Edie.
I'm Edie Nelson. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm sure we'll get along swimmingly.
That's why. That's why you gotta have Edie. She's just strangely her. Actually, even though Hector does have metal allergy, he's probably one of the best Lancers we have.
My name's Hector Calvi, sir. I'm at your service from today on.
Luckily, there's not much in terms of metal. Trying to find the other good Lancer. Nils is pretty good. That's okay.
Hey there. I'm Ika Thompson. I'll try my best. Sound good, Welkin?
Ika, of course, from Skies of Arcadia. You gotta have these important characters. Bad back. What is bad back, actually? I don't remember that one. Bending over to crouch, so she doesn't like getting into cover. Gotcha! Do you believe... Yeah. No, we're not doing you, Susie. I'm sorry. Actually, for the fun of it, let's go and look at Chatty Cathy. We're almost never going to be actually close to... If we do it right, Scouts are almost never going to be close to...
Like with a J. It's silent, but, I'm not.
Anyway, yes, they're almost never going to be close to, their friends as far as I can help it. 12 open. You really don't need to have a pessimist here. Pessimism, one of the worst inherited traits they could have. Ah, we'll take her.
I'm Nochi Wordsworth.
Him.
Hi.
Nochi.
Haynes Salinger, reporting for duty, sir.
Here's another one. Nils. Nils is one of the other Lancers.
Niels Darden. I'll see you on the field.
You were also that soldier that tried to kill Issa.
Hi there, I'm Yoko Martins. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Hey, I'm Oscar Baylor. Thanks for taking me on board.
Actually, if we let Oscar die, he does get replaced with a really good sniper. Thing is, I generally don't like letting my guys die. I'm weird that way, I guess. We'll take Ted.
Thank you, hello. I'm Ted Ustinov, and I've got some great new material for you.
Yuno Korin, reporting for duty. Looks like I'll be joining you in Squad 7.
Salinas Milton, at your service.
I think that's what we'll go for right now. Oh, right. Forgot about that part.
The name's Nina Strice, and I look forward to a good workout out there.
My name is Dallas Wyatt. I'm excited to be joining up.
Hello, sir. My name is Nadine. I'm sure I'll be coming to you for help.
Alright, and one last. Who do we want? We really don't need. Let's go with Susie, I guess. I just hate the fact that you have
My name is Susie Evans.
Trooper Hater because
I realize I'm inexperienced, but I'll
you're
do
going to be the
all
best
I
at
can.
killing troopers. Okay, there we go.
Well, feel like you've struck a balance? Come back anytime you'd like to adjust your squad.
I do believe
As
squads.
time passes, we'll have
Yeah.
more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye on that list. Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you can swap. Trust it. That should be.
Thank you. Come again.
Wow. Come to think of it, Valdio's heading up. I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too.
Okay, there we go. Now that we're done with that crap, let me go and actually double check, make sure everybody has the right equipment. Okay, there we go. Everybody's copacetic. Save because, dear God, that was just a lot. So that's what I think it is. Are we already doing that one mission? I hope not. The assault on the bridge mission.
Well, there you are. I've been looking for you.
Hey, Ace. How'd your enlistment go? No problems?
I registered as a tank pilot and mechanic. Maintaining and operating the Edelweiss will be my responsibility from now on. I think it's nice that we'll all be on the same squad together. I think so too.
So what are you up to now?
The tank's hangar space is just through here. I was just carrying some Ragnite fuel back. It's used to power the tank, and also for the turret-mounted cannon rounds.
I guess I'm just more used to seeing it in street lamps and medical compounds.
Seems like everything is Ragnite powered these days. That stuff is everywhere. Not enough of it for some people, though. It's the source of a lot of conflict.
They say the Empire's invading only to get at all the Ragnite in Gallian soil.
Oh, that's right. I had something to give you, Welks.
What's this?
Father's flare gun. It was in the barn, but I thought you might have some use for it.
Another hand-me-down.
Yeah, like that tank. God. So disappointing.
I didn't mean... I just can't believe I'm a tank operator now. Thank you for this, Ace.
I'll do a spot check on the Edelweiss now, to make sure it's ready to go at any time. Alright, we'll get going for now then. See you later.
Yeah, this is gonna be the one.
I'll cut to the chase. Here's your mission. The Great Vassal Bridge was just taken by the Empire. It's a key strategic position.
The Great Vassal Bridge?
It's a major drawbridge crossing the canal in Vassal, just outside the capital.
That bridge is a part of the central transit artery, leading into Randgries. Our mission is to take it back. The Empire has been running a blitz, with their shock troops outrunning their defense. Our 3rd Regiment will retake the bridge before defensive reinforcements can arrive.
How quaint. The militia holding a little strategy meeting of its own. How long were you planning on hiding out in here, Verrot?
My apologies, sir. We'll depart soon.
Whatever. They're just country mice. It's not like they'll be much help.
More help, perhaps, than your army unit that couldn't hold the bridge in the first place.
Oh, snap!
Regardless, Vassal remains a critical position. We'll reclaim it immediately.
Well, all good. See that you do.
Who was that?
General Damon, commander of the Central Forces.
Central Forces? That's the army branch the militia was folded into, right?
That's right. They say the general's an aristocrat. He looks down on the common militia.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Now that the war's begun, we all need to band together and fight to keep Gallia safe. Who cares at this point whether you're in the army or the militia? It's ridiculous.
Gentlemen, let's return to the mission. We'll begin by taking back the Western Bank to gain a foothold for Lieutenant Gunther, I'm assigning Squad 7 to this mission. It's your first...
Yes, Captain.
The other squads are on patrol. Stay sharp, and be ready to help take back the bridge. I'm counting on all of you out.
Thought skirmishes. You could use them to exploit all the EXP that you need. I could, in theory. I generally won't until the very end, because the very end is actually probably the most difficult part in the whole game.